Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan is one of the most intriguing bantamweight matchups in a long time. On one side, you have Yan, a former champion, who realistically might be the best fighter in this division. And on the other hand, you have one of the most popular, hyped guys, not only in the division, but the entire UFC.
I'm going to be breaking this down based on a total of 7 categories, a mix of physical and skill-based attributes, starting with speed, then we have power, cardio, durability, fight IQ, grappling, and of course, striking.
Starting with power, in a striking-based matchup like this, punching power will definitely play some factor into this fight to some extent, and I believe I'm going to have to give the power edge to the Sugar Show.
He just has a bigger frame, longer limbs that are going to generate more torque. Yan, without a doubt, has power, and honestly, in most matchups, I would favor Yan's power. The only difference is in this matchup,
Yan is known for TKOing people, and Sean is known for flatlining people.
As for the cardio between the two, I think there's only really one right answer that makes sense, and that's Petr Yan.
The reason I say that is simply because his whole fight style really favors the longer the fights go. I mean, we've seen him break really good fighters in the later rounds with his cardio and his pressure. The Jose Aldo fight is a great example of this.
I don't have any particular reason to hate on Sean's cardio or any reason to believe that he doesn't have a good gas tank. I've just seen Yan in 5-round fights, and he does really well in the later rounds of 5-round fights, where I've never seen Sean in a 5-round fight. I mean, I rarely see him go 3 rounds in most of his fights.
Moving on to both fighters' speeds, this is going to be a tough one because this is really just an eye test. We can't really measure it other than what we see them in fights or when they're hitting pads. But simply put, I'm going to have to go with Sean O'Malley. I just think he's faster. If you listen to him hit pads, his 1-2 literally sounds like one thud, one hit on the pads.
Sean O'Malley's dad even recalls a story from the first time he ever took him to a boxing coach and what this boxing coach had to say about Sean's speed.
Another friend of mine, Native American guy, Golden Gloves boxer, his son's a Golden Gloves boxer, and his daughter at like 13 was a Golden Gloves boxer. Ray Moore, he's from North Dakota. So I'd bring Sean up there at night, 3 nights a week or whatever. About the second week, he's like, dude, I've never seen anybody this fast in my whole entire life.
Next, I have durability,
which in this particular matchup, I believe is going to be pretty important.
A lot of people believe this is an area that Sean actually struggles in, particularly with his legs and his ankles. They think you simply just have to kick him.
I don't buy into that at all. I don't believe in the leg kick strategy. I think it's total bogus. With that being said, I'm going to have to give the durability edge to Petr Yan.
Sean has a big frame, and I think he's really depriving himself of a lot of size, weight, and strength, which can really play into injuries. With the grappling in this matchup, which I believe will probably be useless, but hey, crazier things have happened. I really believe people would be surprised who the better grappler is.
Which I believe to be Sean O'Malley. His jiu-jitsu in particular is going to be really, really good, especially when he gets to show it. One of his main training partners is Augusto Mendez, who is like the GOAT of lighter weight classes in jiu-jitsu. Just look at his resume.
It'd probably be the equivalent to a light heavyweight or Yuri Prochazka training with Gordon Ryan. Coming in on the 6th attribute, we have fight IQ. This is another tricky one to judge because it's an intangible.
I can't confidently say one side or the other. Either fighter has a higher fight IQ. I mean, I have seen Yan in bigger stage fights against bigger name opponents. Championship implications, that sort of stuff.
Just knowing that he has the higher level of experience and success at a high level that Sean doesn't have, or at least yet, I think it's probably safe to assume that Yan has the higher fight IQ.
Finally, with 3 attributes going to Sean, 3 attributes going to Petr, we're moving into the final criteria for comparison, which is striking.
Yan is more of a Thai boxing, high guard sort of style, and then you have Sean, who is a very kickboxing heavy approach, I would say with a little Muhammad Ali pizzazz. The reason I say that is because it's a very flashy style with his hands down, very predicated on speed.
On paper, if both fighters were the same height, same reach, that sort of thing, and we're just going skill for skill, I think I'm going to have to give the striking edge to Petr Yan, but that's not the case in this matchup.
Sean is a very big, rangy fighter. He knows how to use his distance, and that distance, Yan is going to have to close, and it plays into Sean's striking. I mean, it's going to be a tricky task just closing that distance, especially with the diverse attacks coming from Sean. You have knees, uppercuts, teeps, front kicks, that sort of stuff. It's going to be hard for Yan to close that distance, and we already know Sean's a sniper. With that being said, I'm going to have to give the striking edge to Sean O'Malley.
I'm going to be taking Sean O'Malley in this matchup. I really think it's going to be a big coming out party for him in the UFC. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people and hopefully shut up a lot of haters. Nonetheless, though, this is literally just blibber blabber. We're going to find out October 22nd. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys are taking. Also, too, if you guys have any video ideas, video suggestions, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.